Time for Heat 2 of round 3. Adrian Buchan, the veteran on the championship tour, taking on one of the newcomers in Coffin. But Connor, so deadly here at Jeffreys Bay, one of the highest scoring surfers of the first round. And he's going to be hard to beat. He's really made a home here at Jeffreys. And those big, powerful rail turns that he has been executing over the past couple of seasons have been fun to watch.
Another part of that announcement is that you get to kind of find that time to get those photos. And
oh, there's going to be a lot of selfies. Here we go. Ace on his opening ride. And back on that magic board with those blue rails. And just looking really lively at the moment. Up into the pocket again, getting some release in the tail, moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour. How's he going to finish this one off? Drawing off the bottom, into the hook. Has to recorrect, but gets on the roof one more time. Big tail drop float. What a start for the Australian.
Yeah, he's looking good all the way through. And that could be a pretty big error, as the first exchange is definitely going to go Ace Buchan's way. A little smaller in the set wave here, but that pace of the wave is just perfect for the backhand. Again, it builds down the line. That one there, that was the turn where he got that tail above the lip. So tough to do and still keep the momentum down the line. Sure enough, making absolutely sure that he's going to pull it down for that finish move. You touch on the fact that that blue board, to me, it looked a little rough in the windier conditions, but in the smooth conditions, spot on. Also picking up a wave in this set was Coffin, and this one was building down the line, ton of speed. All that speed, he loves to lay into it. Oh, and the board goes under his feet.
The 35-year-old takes the edge early on here. Coffin now hangs at the top of the wave to get started, to generate some speed, then drops at the bottom and starts to lean hard on that inside rail. Getting those big bottom turns up into the pocket to set up these clean arcs. There's a nice transition hit, leaning hard on the tail of his board, carving back into the zone once again. Bit of a crease in the wave there, so he has to make some adjustments here. The wave's going to steepen up again for a big finishing carve. Nice drawn-out turn.
He loves to sit on that rail, doesn't he? He kind of mixed it up, went to the front-hand carve, drives that back arm through, and then the layback snap. You see that arm stays up and doesn't quite drive through. There, he's able to drive it through each time with just a little bit of angle, but that's how he brings that arm through, and the further you bring it across your waist, the more committed the turn is, but also the more speed you've sloughed. So he's got to keep it together. There's that wide open wingspan driving through the maneuver. And then the layback where you get that back arm staying back. He knew he had to cut that one short to be able to get to that section and finish off. So nice wave there by Coffin. Great answer to Ace Buchan's first wave.
Adrian Buchan bouncing back well after taking a big fall down the ratings after Bali. Here he is, looking for a solid second score. Had a 7.17 on his first wave. This wave has a slower pace to it, allowing him to get a little bit more vertical. And there's a nice hit on the inside. Hangs on to the finish.
Well, there you go. And with that, he'll take back the lead. Judges have to reward that style of surfing. That is commitment. That is showcasing risk, as he's one of the best at being able to mix it up on the backhand, from carves to snaps to straight up vertical hits to drift in the fins. Always top to bottom in his approach, and never going to make many mistakes. He's just always solid on his feet, and now that he has two solid waves, he can get more creative.
Welcome back to the show. The third round underway. Heat 2 unfolding here with Adrian Buchan leading Coffin and eyeing off an insider to potentially extend his lead. He's been looking so sharp throughout this heat and really starting to build some confidence as he just goes on the attack with another brilliant combo on the outside. Still has some extra sections down the line to work with and surfing with a lot of venom. Really stinging the lip on that occasion.
Those are very, very critical turns and beautiful to watch. But I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot, because it looked like the difficulty here and the variety from Ace Buchan in regards to his 8.07. A little more spice, and I think the judges took note of that.
He loves the feel of it too. Ace Buchan, they call him the surgeon.
For good
so
reason.
Sharp.
I mean, again, that precision, straight up, gets upside down on that backhand. That's that ability, especially with the wind the way it is now. You're able to loosen yourself up, and he does just that. Even though it was a smaller wave, a lot more committed surfing.
Well, that one under priority too, and the scores are looking pretty solid. It might just go excellent, but Connor Coffin trying to keep himself in this heat. Has a 7.9 to his name. He could be chasing something pretty sizey with this ride. Linking his turns together, beautiful. Beautiful stuff, just digs that board in on the last turn.
Surfing critical, and surfing his way to an excellent number, because the wave potential was a little bit lower than what that score came in as. Let's see what the judges think of this from Connor Coffin, because he laid into these maneuvers fairly well, kept that speed going. The only real error, I think, was at the very end when he didn't quite drive through that final maneuver. Again, layback, forward carve, layback, forward carve. Really go a little extra vertical.
Up again, just having a bit of a look at that one. Kicks on out. And that was wave number 5.
Building up in front of you, the anticipation, truly amazing.
Easy decision to swing on this one. Ace up into the first section. Moving some water off the back. Hangs onto that turn. A couple of lumps to deal with there. This wave's going to smooth out on the inside. And Ace clicks back into that rhythm, that vertical approach into the pocket. Trying to get rid of a 7.17 here. Just surfing in 5th gear from the outset. He has just been really hammering down the fast lane here at Jeffreys Bay.
Very Aki-esque. That bottom turn, that back arm just driving off the bottom, almost pushing. Sometimes it's up a little higher right there. See how it's up a little higher and he's driving across his body? There's one point at the very end of this wave where that arm stays super low. This is just a little different technique on how you get drive. There it is there. Look, see how low it is? One more time, he'll do it again. Keeping it low, right? Almost touching the rail. That's Aki style, to have that arm way low and driving. The lower it is, the more drive you get out of that bottom turn. One more time, see that? Almost touches the rail. Very different from the bottom turns he was doing on the outside section as he pushes it through. But when you have it starting low like that, all that pressure on the rail, pushing, squirting water out of that concave.
Which present is he going to unwrap?
All 3, I want them all.
Well, here he goes. So just stalls that entry into the wave in order to stay high and get some speed for this first section. Beautiful big arc off the top. Maintains that down the line flow. Commits a little harder on that second move. Nice, beautiful, smooth wall to lay into here. And drawing off the bottom. Hammering the tail of his board, pushing hard. And again, there's maybe the turn of the ride so far. Not finished with this one yet. Big lip line float. That's going to feel good. There's the salute. And the crowd cheers.
So fun to watch these guys perform. They are showmen, as they should be.
On a Coffin, his surfing suggests that he's much bigger than that. Just really holds a line beautifully through a tall wall.
That was, you see how he kind of stalled out on the takeoff, but look at the compressed bottom turn. Again, the big wide open arms driving through those maneuvers again. You see, to finish those turns, you see the whip of the arm. They're leaving it up. All these different angles, trying to mix it up and showing a little different approach, but all driving through the rail.
That turn.
Sick. Is this a 7.41? You'd have to say, yeah.
I really loved
going
it.
Excellent.
I really loved it. Just I don't know, it just felt like he got out there and laid that board over so hard. It was almost an audible just thud to his moves.
And that's the layback where the arm stays back. The front arm kind of stays in front of your body.
When you're chasing an excellent score, generally he's pretty reliable. He's really deep on this section though. Not sure he's going to get around this one. Well, he finds the open face, but he's missed some opportunity on the outside, so he's going to have to go all out in order to chase down the number on this ride. Surfing brilliantly, really smooth, a lot of speed. That board looking brilliant, but this wave's going to let him down.
Yeah, unfortunately, again, the smaller waves too tend to move a little quicker, so it doesn't have quite the same pace. That opportunity that Connor did not squander whatsoever, that bigger set wave, and got the best wave, best number of the heat, took the lead, and made it very difficult for Ace to turn it around.
Impressive stuff, and Connor Coffin really establishing himself as one of the favourites in this event. A big heat score total once again, so 2 times now in the contest.